showing me how better you're staying in Paris.
Best place to find the lovers at the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots from the cars and it's so slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say what? Let's not talk too much. I go my way, set that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. 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 Discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. First day, you and me are thrifty, so go you can eat, fill up your bag and fill up the plate. We talk for hours and hours about sleep, shower and how your family's doing okay. And even getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, and the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say what? Let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body.
What's up, guys? How's it going? You got Daisha and Josh here coming to you from Amazon, North Dakota. Josh, really quick, go ahead and tell everybody who you are and where you are tuning in from.
Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Wertheimer, and I'm straight from New York.
Dang, New York. Dude, I totally thought you were in Florida for a minute. That is awesome. Okay,
Really?
so guys, I did. Yeah. So New York, awesome. So guys, we are super stoked for you to be here. Welcome to the Simple and Straightforward webinar. So on this broadcast, we're going to be talking about a few different things. Right now, Josh, I'm going to take you out for just a moment so I can get everyone started in here. So guys, say a really quick goodbye to Josh, and he will be back later on in the webinar. All right, so as you guys start jumping on, make sure to say hi in the comments below. If you are jumping on the live, please drop a hashtag live in the comments. If you are jumping on the replay, please drop a hashtag replay. Just give us a comment so we can let us know that you guys are here, and that way we can give you a proper shout out for spending a little bit of time with us today. So right now, I'm actually going to share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and get straight into this. So since this is such a straightforward webinar, we want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what you guys are going to be getting here. So throughout this webinar, we're going to be going over a few different things. The first thing is the difference between paid and organic traffic. The second thing is, what do you need to build up an audience that have people wanting to buy your product instead of just pitching them? And if you're using organic traffic, why is it important to build up an audience before you start pitching someone? The last thing is I want to go over where to learn how to build up an audience if you're wanting to actually do and go a little bit further with that. And the last and final thing is at the very end, I'm actually going to be giving away a one-on-one coaching call where me and you, we will jump on a call together and basically go over what your vision is, what your business plan is, and that way we can simplify everything to get you on the right track to success. That one-on-one coaching is a $500 value alone. So you do have to be here until the end of the webinar for you to be eligible for that. So just remember that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just get right into it, right? All right. So first off, the difference between paid traffic and organic traffic. So just like everything throughout this webinar, it's actually very simple, right? Paid traffic is basically you paying for ads to promote a product or service, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, doesn't matter. If you are paying someone else to be able to promote your product out there, that is paid traffic. While organic traffic, you're not paying for ads. Basically what you're doing is you are using strategies to find, and not only find, but attract your perfect avatar to you without paying for ads. Now, one thing that I want to get clear to you guys is both of these work, right? Paid traffic and organic traffic both work. I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but which one is going to be better for you, right? Because depending on where you are at in your life right now, it's going to depend whether you should go that paid route or the organic route. So I came up with a few questions for you guys to be able to ask yourself to figure out which one is going to be better for me. So the first question, just like almost every one of my videos out there, I always talk about making sure that you have your vision, getting very clear on your vision. Now, the reason why this is so important for you to get clear on your vision when it comes to figuring out whether to do paid traffic or organic traffic is success, right? Because that's mostly what people want. They want to be at that point where they can make a full-time income online and have that success in life. But success is different to everyone, right? Let's say someone that's working a 9-to-5 job, right? Working at a fast food restaurant, making $28,000 a year, right? They just want to be able to replace their income. So making that extra $1,000, $2,000 a month will completely replace their income. Stumbling over my words there. It will completely replace their income, right? So that's what success looks like to them. But let's say someone is higher up in that corporate ladder, right? And they're making $100,000 a year. Success to them is going to be higher. They're going to be needing to make like $5,000 to $8,000 a month, right? So getting very clear on how much money you truly want to make is going to help you with this next thing. So the second thing to ask yourself is, do I have a budget? Right? Do you have a budget? Now, why is this important? When it comes to having a budget, if you don't have one, you're not going to be able to do paid traffic. It's just as simple as that, right? You have to have some type of budget set aside if you're going to be paying someone to promote for you, because it's not always going to hit right away, right? You can't expect to spend $500 on ads and then automatically start getting revenue back, right? Sometimes it takes a while to see which ads are going to work the best. So you don't want to just be throwing money away if you don't have a budget set aside because then you're kind of screwed, right? And I feel like that's what mistake a lot of people do when getting into paid advertising. So ask yourself, do you have a budget? If you don't, it's very clear. Start with organic traffic first, then go into paid traffic, right? If yes, if you do have a budget set aside, ask yourself this next question. Very simple. Am I okay with my product being sold to random people? Or would I rather have a personal connection with each person? Now, depending on what type of product that you're selling, right? Let's say that you're just an Amazon affiliate and you have a bunch of products from Amazon that you're trying to sell, right? Using paid advertising is a great way for that because it's just a bunch of random products being sold to a bunch of random people. So if you're okay with that, go with paid traffic, right? It's the quickest way for you to get up there. If you have a budget, go with it, right? But if you do have a budget set aside and you would rather have a personal connection with someone, like let's say that you're a personal trainer, a personal life coach, right? And you need to have that personal interaction, organic traffic is actually easier because it requires you to start building up relationships with people before you start pitching them, right? And that's, in my opinion, one of the best ways, right? Both of them work, but me personally, I like organic traffic more. So that's basically the difference between the two and figuring out how to know which one should I choose, right? Now, the second thing we want to go over is what do you need to build up an audience and have people wanting, right? That's the big word, wanting to buy your product instead of just pitching them and trying to convince them to buy your product, right? Because I know I've had that problem when I first started out during my first 4.5 years. Like my biggest struggle was I kept trying to convince people to buy my product. And really, I just needed to switch my perspective, switch my strategies. So I got people that actually wanted to. So the first thing that you need to build up an audience and have people wanting to buy your product is you need to know what problem your product or service is solving, right? What problem is your product or service solving? If you don't know what the problem is, you're not going to be able to figure out this next thing, right? When you get into the online space, when you get into any type of business, you want to make sure that you're actually doing it for a reason more than just the money, right? You want to know what problem your specific product is solving so that you can find the right people, right? Knowing who your perfect avatar is so you can attract them to you. Now, what is a perfect avatar, right? When I heard that word, I was like, okay, am I like talking about the blue guy like on the show? Or so your perfect avatar is basically your targeted audience, right? It has many names, but it's basically your targeted audience. Like who is a specific type of person that is going to want to buy your product? One of the really good examples that I love using is, let's say that the product or service that you're selling, let's say that you had an actual physical store, right? So let's say you're selling some type of like health and wellness product and someone walks through those sliding glass doors, right? They walk through those doors. Who is that specific person, right? That's walking through that door? Are they a certain age, right? Is it usually people between like the age of 20 and 50 years old that are trying to lose weight so they can get that perfect body for summer, right? Is it mostly men? Is it mostly women that you're targeting, right? Basically what that means is who specifically has the problem that you're wanting to solve. If you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, what kind of problem is your audience having? Well, for me, I've seen that it's a lot of people that are having trouble with building up engagement, or they're having trouble with figuring out what ways can they utilize to get people to want to buy their product, right? That's what problem I'm solving. I'm making sure that I'm able to simplify things. So my perfect avatar would be someone between the age of like 17 and 29, because that's like the age group that I specifically connect with and the people that I want to help and I know that are going to actually take my strategies into consideration, right? So that's basically what a perfect avatar is. Now, the next thing that I want to go over here is I'm actually going to bring Josh on here with us. And we are going to go over with him here. Josh, can you hear me?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. All right, guys. So real quick. So Josh is actually brand new in this online space, right? It's not like he's been selling courses for a long time. Usually I have like a really, really high marketer up there coming on and giving a little bit of value. But I wanted Josh to come on here with us because he's new, right? Someone who hasn't even started online yet still understands these simple strategies, right? So Josh, I want to ask you, why do you feel that it's important to build up an audience before you start pitching someone?
Well, because Desha, when you actually like sell to someone, you gotta actually like show that like you care about the problem that they're having. You can't just sell them right off the bat. They because your problem your solution may not be the same one that they need, right? And they don't know you. They don't know why you're doing it, and they simply just don't trust you. So I'm gonna be going over three simple aspects of building an audience before pitching to someone, right? I'm going to be going over trust, proof, and clarity, right? So, on the aspect of trust, why is it always best to have trust in someone who's going to be pitching to you? Because that shows that they are more comfortable talking to you because they actually understand that you actually want to help them. If they don't trust you, they're not going to, I mean, it's obvious, they're not going to want to buy your product because they don't know why you want to give it to them. Right off the bat will probably just think that this guy wants my money, right? So, in order to actually build up trust, you have to build up the relationship with them. That's how you need to do it. And just simply put, you're not going to make a sale without trust. That's why it takes time and effort into doing this. It's simple human psychology. You no one if you walk up to someone and ask them for if they want to buy a product from you, right off the bat they're gonna say no, or they're just gonna go, right? So same exact thing was online. You can't just do that. And even if you do have trust, you still need that little thing called proof. Why do you need proof? Well, that's where building an audience comes in. You need to show them that other people have actually been buying it from you and that it actually works for them, right? When you do that, it shows them, wow, this guy actually sells to people and they actually say that it actually works, right? It really does work. And you need the proof. Without proof, they're buying it blindly. So you also need that. If you don't have that, it's not going to work out for them. And you also need clarity. You need to know what problem they're having, and by in doing that, you need to be able to talk to them, get to know them, be vulnerable around them. You can't just do it and just expect them to buy. You need to have clarity on the problem that they're having. You need to know whether or not your solution will fit their problem. You want to help them, not just take their money. You want to build a relationship with them, get to know them, be friends with them, because otherwise they're not even gonna want to buy your product. It's as simple as that. It's a know, like, and trust factor. It's simple. It's a very simple ideology. It's not complicated at all. Most people just get into this online business because they want to make a buck. After that, they're done. They don't get to do anything because it has to be an exchange of value, and not even that. You have to be able to trust someone. You have to be able to care about that person and not just want to take their money. It's very simple. You can't just go up this. You can't just go online and just text some random person, hey, you brought this product, it's amazing, a lot of people are buying it and they're saying it works for them. Oh yeah, where's the proof to that? I don't know you, you don't know me, you don't know what problems I'm having, etc., etc. I myself have gone through that. I get like 5 messages, like all like 5 messages a day on people who are like 5, 10, 15, 20, on people just pitching me random products, and I just block them automatically because they're not doing what they should be doing. They don't know what they're doing. They obviously don't understand what building a relationship means. It's just simple. So it's a very simple concept to understand, and it really pisses me off how some people just think that just because they have a product that they can just make money off of it. Takes time and effort, right? So when you actually do this, you need to be able to see what that person's what the problem that person's having and see if your product is for them. And not just that, you need to know what your product is. Especially if it's not yours, you need to be able to know the product, know the solutions, and target the people who are having that problem and actually care about them. Simple as that. It's no like and trust factor. Trust, proof, and clarity. All three of those are crucial. Without that, you're not getting anywhere. Literally, not anywhere. I'm serious. You think you can make any amount? It doesn't matter how good your product is. It does not matter if your product is top of the line. If the person does not need it or want it, they're not gonna buy it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I mean, they could. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not ruling out that's not a possibility, but the chances of them doing that are low, like rock bottom low. I mean,
Rock bottom low.
who's gonna buy that product? Yeah, really, it's not gonna happen. It's really not. You really just have to. It's about the mindset and beliefs. That's what goes into it. Wanting to help people. not just wanting the money, but wanting to make a difference. Right?
And that's a cool thing,
I mean,
Josh.
for
Like,
example,
really, I love the fact that you have like started on the process of understanding how business works before just jumping into it, right? For that quick buck. Because I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong, right? All they're doing is trying to get that quick buck. So they jump in, spend a little bit of money, expect all this money back, but they didn't even know how business works. And if they would have just taken the time to learn like you are right now before getting into something, they would have been a lot more successful from the start.
Yeah, and the thing is with that is when people get into it, they think it's all just about the money. Once they see that they're not making a dime, even no matter how good how much they're putting into it, at that point, they're believing that online business doesn't work. That's a scam. Wanna know what's a scam? Working on the 5 job for the rest of your life. I literally had a post specifically on that subject and a picture. It's simple. Okay, you enjoy the first 20 years of your life, then you work for the next couple of decades, and the next thing you know, you're retiring at 65. It is a complete scam. Okay,
So true.
and I hate it with a passion. Highly dislike the idea of working 9 to 5 as a passion, and not just 9 to 5 specifically. Working under someone, filling in their goals and dreams. Okay, online business is not going to be easy. It's gonna require struggle. That's why so few people will actually get into this, and that's why so few people actually become successful in this. I'm 19. I taught myself how to believe in this stuff because I believed in being different, and this is where I am. And yes, it's easily gonna be hard for you, but
Oh,
there's nothing
you're cutting out now, brother.
To be successful. You have to deal with the haters.
All right, Josh, you were cutting out there, bro. I had to cut you out there because I couldn't hear what you were saying anymore. But like he said, guys, I mean, it's true, right? Like the 9 to 5 job is almost like a scam, right? You're basically working to support someone else's dreams. One of the really funny pictures that I seen out there was there was this guy standing in front of a really great car, and he was telling his employee, you know, if you work hard all your life, you'll be able to buy me a new car, right? So just remember, like if you're putting all of that amount of work in, right, the person at the top is the one that's making the real money. So if you're wanting to be that person at the top, you're gonna have to create your own business or get into like an affiliate business where you're able to start out slowly. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and go into the last topic here before we go ahead and give away this one-to-one coaching call for free. So where can you actually learn organic traffic, right? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people. There's a lot of ways that you can learn paid traffic. If you guys want to learn more a little bit about that, reach out to me personally. I can head you in the right direction. But me personally, I only use organic traffic for all of my content, right? I've been able to do multiple $1,000 days online. We have people making as much as $100,000 a month in their first 30 days, guys, first 30 days that are able to use organic strategies to do this. So where do we learn how to do that? Well, I have one option here for you, and that is for you to be able to come into the Virtual Vipers Engagement Accelerator. Now, what exactly is this? Well, about, I would say 3 years ago, I got into live videos, right? Trying to just basically make money online, trying to get that quick buck before I was able to learn what business was. Once I was able to learn what business was, I didn't know how to build up leads. It took me 3 years for me to be able to completely simplify it so it was able to make sense in my own head, and I basically created a training to explain my 3-step strategy. So inside of the Engagement Accelerator, you get direct contact, right? Direct contact and daily interactions with myself. So I have a Facebook algorithm hacker, right? Which is the second thing that you get. And it's basically the 3 steps, right? That I do on a daily basis that take you through building up your engagement to generate leads organically of qualified people. And that's really the key word, qualified people. It's not just people, random people wanting to buy your product. It's specific people that are your targeted audience being attracted to you and asking you for information rather than you having to go out and pitch them. So you get my Facebook algorithm hacker that took me about 3 years to create. You get my 3-step system to attracting your targeted audience to you, my step-by-step structure on how I write my copy, my posts. So if you go over to my profile, you'll see I have posts that got almost 500 interactions on them. How am I able to write up content that is relatable to people and draws people in to want to learn more about what I have going on and creates that curiosity factor so people don't know exactly what I do right away and they have to ask me for information to see more, right? Doesn't that seem like a better idea? Doesn't that feel better to have someone else come to you and be like, oh my God, I love what you're doing. Like, can you give me more information so I can work with you? Right? Wouldn't that be better than, hey, we just got this new company and it's going towards $1 million. You got to join it now to lock your spot, right? doesn't it sound way better just to have a natural conversation with someone, natural interactions? Having good copyright is a huge factor in that, and building that know, like, and trust factor without having to personally interact with someone 24/7 all day. And the last thing is you get my Facebook Live domination course. So how do I do my Facebook Live videos like a pro? Right? When I first started out, like I said, I mean, it took me 3 years to come up with this whole entire formula. And now that I've created my virtual Vipers, there's some people that are getting on live videos for the very first time, and they look like they've been doing it for years, right? And it's all just taking my Facebook Live domination course. So you get all of this, right? All of it, which is $600 worth of value, over $600 worth of value with having the personal interaction with me, over $600 worth of value, right? But I'm not going to sell it for that much, right? Especially with the COVID thing going on. I mean, I don't want to make it non-affordable for people. So I've dropped the price down to $297. So if you are on this broadcast right now and you're wanting to get into the engagement accelerator, right? I'm taking 20 new people in right now. I only take in about 20 at a time. So if you want to click that button right below, you're going to see it like right here, right here somewhere, right? Go ahead and click that. It'll take you over to the virtualvipers.com page. Scroll down and click get access. You'll be able to purchase the $297. Then right away, right after that, you're going to get a message from me. We are going to jump on a call, get you added into the training, and make sure that you are headed in the right direction. Now, I'm giving away a one-on-one coaching call already on this call, but for you guys that decide that you want to buy this course right now, I will also give you a one-on-one coaching call to completely plan out your business, right? So not only am I going to teach you how to build engagement, but I'm going to set up an entire plan for you to make sure that you're headed in the right direction for success. I don't know any other place where you can get that for a value of $297. So with that being said, guys, that is basically it for that. With the coaching giveaway, we're going to be breaking down your vision, breaking down your business, formulating up a plan to head you in the direction of achieving your vision. So for you to be able to have access to that, you want to drop the word Viper. The word Viper, V-I-P-E-R. The first person to drop that right below, I'm going to personally reach out to you. We are going to jump on a call together, and I'm going to give you that $500 value away for free. So go ahead and drop that below, and after this broadcast, I'll be personally reaching out to you. So that is basically it for today's broadcast today, guys. Josh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I can hear you again. Awesome, awesome. So that is basically it. Do you have anything else that you want to say to our audience before we let them go today?
Well, I really appreciate you coming on, all of you coming on to this, and this is obviously my first one, so I was very excited, and you did great, Daisha. You did really, really freaking good. So.
Well, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. All right, guys, like you said, this is Josh's first time, so give him a big round of applause. Give him a congratulations right below for taking action and just, rocking it out. I'm just super excited for this new connection. All right, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.